Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a small village, the Coward Village. This village was inhabited by an army of bees, military bees. They would march beyond their borders to wage battles for resources on Kata Island, but only when the enemy's forces were fewer in number. The moment their rivals began to match their strength, the bees would retreat in haste, fleeing back to the safety of their coward village. But let us begin at the very beginning.
From now on, nobody is allowed to PvP without my direct order and supervision. If you farm Kata and even one enemy comes in, you must get out and call me for instructions. The plan is simple. 1 or 2 fists sneak in to kill eggs to spawn the queen. Then you all meet me in the middle of Coward Village. I will teleport us to the crystal room and we rush to kill the queen. You will have 10 minutes to farm, then you must leave and stay in Coward Village. Is that clear?
Scorpions, snakes, and the devil on my heels. Scorpions, snakes, and the devil on my heels. I'm gonna get mine, it ain't no big deal. I'm gonna get mine, it ain't no big deal. Got no time for your sympathy.
You see, I told you, that's the way we can always win.
This tactic was used day after day, without fail. So relentless and so irritating were the maneuvers of the military bees that some of their weary foes abandoned the fight altogether. A few even sold their weapons and armor, vowing never again to take part in such battles. But when that happened, the king of the military bees began to brand those deserters as cowards. And so, with pride stung and honor at stake, there was no choice but for them to return, to take up arms once more and prove their strength. And so, from these strange beginnings, the story of the BikiniKing was set in motion.
Come in! You king of the mountain unknown. Survivors now reap what they somehow have stole. Don't give up an inch. I heard a change has begun. I won't give
so, the legend of the Bikini King endures, and will endure for all eternity. For cowards shall ever remain cowards, and their village shall forever be shrouded in shame.